Just huge breaking news about Musselman, obviously replacing Mike Anderson after Anderson was at the helm for 8 years for the Razorbacks.
The head coach of your Arkansas Razorbacks, Eric Musselman.
Ah, the beauty of college basketball. Somewhere in center court, the Razorbacks are celebrating among this madness.
Coach, we got you out of the insanity, but what was that like?
It was awesome. What a game. You know, they danced on our logo before the game. We watched that. What a great win for this program. It's so awesome.
5-point lead, 5 seconds to go. He's got a finger on this. They do. And that is going to do it. The Hawks win.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay on the court.
The first time that Duke ever comes to Bud Walton Arena, and Arkansas beats them 80-75. And an intense affair in front of a record crowd here in this building.
5 News Sports' Jonathan Acosta joins us live in studio to tell us the price the university is going to have to pay for that court storming. Talk about a moment we won't soon forget, right?
Coach, congratulations as you catch your breath and your staff fixes your collar as you get your shirt back on. Have you ever pumped up your chest that big and proud in your entire life?
I mean, that's such an unbelievable win for our program. I keep telling people that we're getting better. Not many teams can get better this time of year. I've never been prouder than a team like tonight.
You've been through the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows with this team, but you always said we can beat anybody. How'd you grind your way through this one, Coach? I think it has a lot to do with this guy right here.
Oh, Debo was absolutely incredible. I feel like he's my son. I love this kid so much.
I love you too, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Mr. Davis, that man challenged you this year to be the best leader you could possibly be. You said it took you a little out of your comfort zone. Looking at it now, what do you think of that challenge?
I don't know. Put in a lot of work. It's crazy. Oh no, it's crazy. I feel good. I'm glad we came out with the win.
What makes you tear up? What are you thinking about?
Just put in the work. This team is struggling, and we figured it out. And I'm glad we did at the right time. And hopefully we continue to do it.
You earned it. You enjoy every second of this, young man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
From Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Eric Musselman's love for basketball began in the 1960s in Ashland, Ohio. This was also where his father, Bill Musselman, got his first college job as a head coach of the Division II Ashland University Eagles. Bill had a 7-year career in Asheville, and Eric was in attendance every night, so naturally, Eric fell in love with basketball at a very young age. Bill Musselman eventually worked his way up to the pro level, becoming head coach for the Cavaliers and the Timberwolves. Eric was taking notes the whole time, and even put together a 3-ring binder full of plays. Because of his dad's job, Eric had to move around a lot as a kid, but eventually started his high school basketball career in Brecksville, Ohio, and finishing it off in San Diego, California, where he would go on to play basketball on scholarship for the University of San Diego. He was actually pretty nice. Fresh out of college, at 23, he became the coach of the Rapid City Thrillers, making him the youngest coach in CBA history. Eric had to make 6 different stops in 3 different leagues before finally becoming a head coach in the NBA. In 2002, Musselman was named the head coach of Golden State, reaching the top of his profession at 37. That marked the first time in NBA history that a father and son had both been NBA coaches. Eric got runner-up for Coach of the Year in his first year at Golden State, and after being head coach there, moved on to the Sacramento Kings, where he coached for a short time before being let go and taking a long break from coaching for a while to figure out things in his life. After his couple-year break, Eric finally found his way back to basketball. In 2010, he began coaching the NBA D-League's Reno Bighorns, and during those years, Musselman developed a reputation as an elite player developer. He helped launch the careers of the likes of Jeremy Lin.
Lin likes the open floor, spinning, puts it up and banks it in. Yes. Sensational play for Jeremy Lin. And the Spartan crowd on its feet again.
Mike, he's really
Danny Green.
For the jack in the box.
Steve Novak.
He's holding the ball too long.
Novak trying to create off the dribble. He fires and hits.
And Gerald Green.
On the run, 2-on-1. Green the
After a successful D-League run, Musselman sat down with his family to plan out his future. He wanted to be an NBA head coach again, but knew it was unlikely. Colleges were his future. In 2012, Musselman turned down an NBA assistant coach job to join the Arizona State staff. There, he would learn the ins and outs of the college game before running his own program. He did some coaching at LSU before finally becoming head coach with the Nevada Wolfpack. Musselman took the organization to new heights, breaking many school records, including being ranked as high as number 5, which is the highest ranking the school has ever gotten in school history.
Every coach has a goal, a dream of winning a championship. You did it in no time, a couple of years. How were you able to build this in such a short time?
I'm still speechless. I don't know, but obviously to win a regular season championship and then come back and get the conference tournament, couldn't be prouder than our guys. I think we proved who the best team was this year in the Mountain West, regardless of maybe what some other people said after last night's game, but we're the champions.
It didn't take long during our initial visit on the phone to understand he has a lifelong passion for basketball. He was born into a basketball family, as his father was also a college and professional coach. He has a passion for teaching the game of basketball. Most of all, he has a plan for the University of Arkansas and how our basketball program can be elite. And lastly, he and his family are so excited to be joining the Arkansas Razorback family. All right, Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those Hogs. And now, entering Bud Walton Arena, joined by his two sons, Michael and Matthew, his daughter Mariah, and his wife Danielle, the head coach of your Arkansas Razorbacks, Eric Musselman.
Bring him out. Musselman was named Arkansas head coach on April 2019. His team got an 8-0 start heading into December, the school's best start to a season since the 1997-98 season. The season was cut short after a Wednesday victory at the 2020 SEC tournament due to COVID-19 pandemic concerns. Following the 2019 through 2020 season, Musselman put together an impressive recruiting class that would later go on to the March Madness NCAA tournament multiple times. Late in that season, his Razorbacks cracked the top 25 for the first time since January 2018. They went on to March Madness, and Musselman led Arkansas to his first Sweet 16 since 1996 in a 2-point win over 6th seed Texas Tech.
Smith is there, accelerates, no! Rebound, Note! That's it! Arkansas is going to the Sweet 16!
Musselman ended the Cinderella run of 15 seed Oral Roberts to advance Arkansas to its first Elite 8 since 1995.
Davis, A-Smith for the Elite 8. Arkansas has won! Arkansas is going to the Elite 8 for the first time since 1995.
The Razorback season ultimately came to an end after the Razorbacks lost to Baylor in the Elite Eight.
And a basket again by Davis. As Flagler gets away, and it's been a long time coming. The Baylor Bears are back in the Final Four for the first time in 71 years.
Following season, the Razorbacks beat #1 Auburn in front of a record attendance. As Arkansas has never beaten the #1 team at Bud Walton, the students rushed the court, resulting in Arkansas paying a $250,000 fine.
The beauty of college basketball. Somewhere in center court, the Razorbacks are celebrating among this madness.
Coach, we got you out of the insanity, but what was that like?
Oh, it was awesome. What a game. You know, they danced on our logo before the game. We watched that. What a great win for this program. It's so awesome.
Arkansas entered the 2022 NCAA tournament as the #4 seed. Arkansas beat New Mexico State to be the only SEC program to advance to the Sweet 16 of the 2022 tournament.
Offense, defense, as far as leading his team leadership-wise.
Musselman followed that by knocking off #1 overall ranked Gonzaga to advance to the Elite Eight, making the first time an Arkansas coach took the Razorbacks to back-to-back Elite Eight appearances since Nolan Richardson in 1994 and 1995.
Won 2 championships, and the heartbreak of a potential third relayed. I mean, no matter when it happens. Down they go to Tony, gonna end it with a dunk. Well, Fayetteville is 1,800.
The Razorbacks would fall in the Elite Eight to Duke in head coach Mike Krzyzewski's 43rd and final season.
The Blue Devils are bound for the Big Easy. And Coach K's career.
I'll be committed to University of Arkansas.
There you go. What a night in the natural state as Nick Smith Jr. becomes the first 5-star recruit in almost a decade to choose Arkansas, committing in front of a crowd of friends, family, and fans in Little Rock tonight. Smith is the 6th ranked recruit in the country per ESPN. He picked Arkansas over a Final Four that included Alabama, Auburn, and UAPB. First 5-star since Bobby Portis to call the Hogs, just their 4th in the last 25 years. The class of 2022 now includes Smith and 3 4-star recruits ranked 3rd in the country after tonight. Smith, who will play at North Little Rock next year after transferring from Sylvan Hills, is excited to rep the natural state.
Arkansas native Nick Smith Jr. announcing that he was signing to the Hogs was one of the biggest things that happened in Razorback basketball history, not only for his talents, but for his connections. You see, Nick Smith Jr. was good friends with both Anthony Black and Jordan Walsh, both 5-star recruits. Jordan and Anthony finally announced that they were going to come play for the Hogs. This was the craziest recruiting class in Razorback history. In the 2023 NCAA tournament, Musselman's 8th seeded Razorbacks knocked off #1 overall seed and defending champion Kansas in the round of 32 to advance to the Sweet 16 for a 3rd consecutive season.
Coach, congratulations as you catch your breath and your staff fixes your collar as you get your shirt back on. Have you ever pumped up your chest that big and proud in your entire life?
I mean, that's such an unbelievable win for our program. I keep telling people that we're getting better. Not many teams can get better this time of year. I've never been prouder than a team like tonight.
You've been through the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows with this team, but you always said we can beat anybody. How'd you grind your way through this one, Coach? I think it has a lot to do with this guy right here.
Oh, Debo was absolutely incredible. I feel like he's my son. I love this kid so much.
I love you too, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Mr. Davis, that man challenged you this year to be the best leader you could possibly be. You said it took you a little out of your comfort zone. Looking at it now, what do you think of that challenge?
I don't know. Put in a lot of work. It's crazy. Oh, no, it's crazy. I feel good. I'm glad we came out with the win.
What makes you tear up? What are you thinking about?
Just putting in the work. This team is struggling, and we figured it out. And I'm glad we did at the right time, and hopefully we continue to do it.
You earned it. You enjoy every second of this, young man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
From Jacksonville, Arkansas.
The Razorbacks would ultimately lose in the Sweet 16 to the eventual national champions, UConn.
Go the other way, springs. They'll flip and get it to go, the junior from Brooklyn.
And the game plan that Dan Hurley and his staff laid out was executed to perfection tonight.
They led wire to wire.
Eric Musselman's 5th season was his worst season with the Razorbacks. Arkansas struggled throughout the SEC after beating Duke in the non-conference, although they did break the attendance record for the 2nd time in a row.
The Hawks win!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay off the court.
The first time that Duke ever comes to Bud Walton Arena, and Arkansas beats them 80-70.
The team finished with a losing record overall, the first time Arkansas has done that since the 2009 through 2010 season. Musselman received a lot of backlash from Razorback fans during the regular and postseason. Many fans were upset with Musselman's performance this year as a coach and a recruiter, blaming the season on his recruiting tactics. First and foremost, Eric Musselman is a social media genius. Not only can he reach the masses with his marketing and promotion tactics, he also connects with teenagers and the younger generations on a deeper level because social media is literally the future for all of the younger generation. That's all they do, that's all they talk about, that's all they're focused on. Musselman was able to figure this out early on, and he was able to use this to his advantage. It didn't hurt that he also had great communication skills. He was a very charismatic person, and he truly loved the game of basketball. Given his dad was an NBA coach and had NBA connections, he was an NBA coach and has NBA connections. He coached for LSU, he coached for Arizona, he was the head coach for Nevada. He has all of these connections within the industry, and that's extremely appealing to college players or to future college players because they want those connections for the next level. Musselman clearly has kept his options open in the postseason, as he has just took a trip to the University of Southern California for an interview, and a lot of people are speculating that the reason he's looking to leave is because of the Razorback fans themselves. Musselman knows the true power of the Razorback fan base, and he knows when things are going great, that Razorback fans are the most supportive and loving fan base that you can ever ask for in college entertainment, but no one talks about whenever things go bad. What makes Razorback fans so special? For one, college sports is just traditionally bigger in the South. Add that with the fact that there's a lack of professional teams in our state. We don't have a professional football team. We don't have a professional basketball team. The Razorbacks is the only team every Arkansan is born to love. The Razorbacks are one of the only 2 programs in the entire nation to rank in the top 25 of attendance in football, men's basketball, and baseball. And with that being said, clearly we are one of, if not the best place for college sports entertainment in the entire nation. Our fan base comes with a lot of power, and all of the players who are planning or looking to be a part of the Razorback program understand this. They know how powerful the fan base is. That's a selling point for the program. But here's the thing. Whenever things are great, we are the most loving and supporting fan base in college sports entertainment. You can't prove me wrong. But when things are going bad, dude, we're toxic. We are the toxic ex-girlfriend. We are the toxic ex-boyfriend. And I mean, maybe it's because we're traumatized. Like, maybe we have PTSD and we're like depressed and we're like anxious because the Razorbacks just been so shitty for so long. And like, maybe as a result from that, A major trait of our hog football fanophobia is the ability to hyper-focus on the negative while literally forgetting about all of the good times or misremembering it as something worse than it actually was. It's undeniable. Musselman changed Razorback basketball forever, bringing us 2 Elite 8s and 3 Sweet 16s, something that we've never seen since the 90s. Like, picture that. We haven't been to the Sweet 16 since the 90s, and Musselman came into the program and gave us a show. His recruiting and marketing is next level, and that's why his 2022 through 2023 recruiting class was ranked in the top 5. If Musselman decides to take this job at USC, or decides to resign from Arkansas or go elsewhere, the Razorback fans and the Razorback players of the U of A may not see another March Madness NCAA tournament for another 2 decades. Or at least a very long time. Thanks for watching.
Situations, huh? Yep. Rebounding, toughness, defense. We're not done.
We're not done. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, coach.
Road rage! Good one, coach. Good, coach. Road rage! 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 Look, I'm really proud of you guys, man. Love you. That's a big time win. We got to keep it going now. Great job.
Yo, right here, coach, right here. And the road rage coach of the game is Musselman!
Think that we're crazy. They just haven't seen love this plainly. When they ask what on earth is going on, just tune your record in and play this song. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Baby, I don't care, I don't think I'd even mind. Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine.
Council, his speed!
'Cause you just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet, sip you slow then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. We've been around enough to know that what this world really means is something like you and me. Bitter with a touch of sweet, cold but it goes down with ease. Old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love.
better plays you've seen in college basketball this year. Unbelievable job.
So is Eric Musselman going to USC, or is he gonna stay? I don't think it was any secret for the fans who were keeping up with basketball this year that Musselman was very unhappy, considering, like I said in the beginning of this video, Eric Musselman spent a large percent of his high school career and even all 4 years of college in San Diego, which is in Southern California. He just had his interview at USC, the University of Southern California. So it just all kind of points to this is a high possibility. If USC really wants Musselman, it's highly likely Musselman may be wanting to go back to somewhere that feels more like home. But of course, this is all speculation. No one knows what Musselman's gonna do besides Eric Musselman. If you enjoyed this video, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel and go follow my Instagram page, Hillville.
Musselman family, we cannot wait to join the Trojan family. We're on our way to LA. Can't wait to get there. Fight on.